What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Big Ben's Podcast, episode 37, coming at you with
More Thiggy.
Y'all. I'm sorry that this video is not going to go up on Thursday like I wanted it to. Wednesday like I wanted it to. He had to go somewhere earlier, and we're just now filming it. It's almost 10:30 at night, so it's going to be late before. It's going to be tomorrow before this video can get up. But so with that being said, let's get on to the rest of the video. Alright, so y'all, like I said in yesterday's video, we are going to dive deeper into our thoughts on Evolution and Saturday night's main event, starting with Evolution. I didn't watch it, so Lance going to have to tell me all the matches.
Well, let's do Saturday night events that happened on Saturday first. So first off, Drew McIntyre faced Randy Orton in a pretty good match. What do you think of the match anyway?
I don't think I watched that match.
Oh. That was a pretty good match. But basically, the only thing it was doing was setting up the SummerSlam match for Jelly Roll. Ben, how do you feel about Jelly Roll being in a WWE match at SummerSlam?
I've heard.
I gotta say though, Jelly Roll looks really good since he lost all that weight. Keep it up, Jelly Roll. But you're not watching this, but
no, he'll probably never see this. But no, I did watch that match because Logan Paul attacked Randy Orton after the match, right?
Yeah.
Logan Paul, I don't like Logan Paul. WWE did not need to sign Logan Paul by any means.
Yes, they did, bro. He's a good wrestler.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. He's top 10 wrestler in terms of wrestling. I'm not saying he's my favorite, but he's a top 10 wrestler. He can put a good match on.
Maybe top 50.
No.
But not top 10.
Top 10, y'all.
There has been a lot of great wrestlers.
I'm saying right now, been doing, not all time.
Well, you should have said
all
that.
Time, he's not even top 100 maybe. No, he probably is.
Bruh.
I don't know. But then we also had Seth Rollins versus LA Knight, which Seth Rollins is now injured and gonna be out for a little while. Yeah, I'm about to hurt him like Seth Rollins.
But no, I did see the video earlier, and Seth Rollins said that he will be out for an undisclosed amount of time. He's going to try to be back for WrestleMania season next year, but he said that's what his goal is to be back before then. So we shall see if he will or not.
And then we had Jimmy Uso versus Solo Sikoa. Match was all right.
Yeah, match was all right. I knew that match was going to end in some kind of shenanigan.
Jacob Fatu came out.
Jacob Fatu. Yada da mean.
But the main focus of the Saturday night main event was Goldberg's retirement match. How do you think of the match anyway?
I think for it to have been Goldberg's final match, it should have been a little bit better. Because now it was a good match, and yes, Goldberg is 58, but I think that he could have had a better what's the word I'm looking for? A better write-off, I guess I should say. Because, like I said, the match was good, but I think it could have been better.
Yeah, Goldberg's Goldberg at the end of the day. I never really cared for Goldberg, so. And his matches ain't ever been that good, so I didn't really expect much. So I was kind of more surprised at how good it was, and how it was going to be just a random Goldberg match, but I gotta say, out of the first, all four of the Saturday Night main event, this is probably the worst one to me. I just really didn't enjoy the show.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of great matches.
But the next PLE we're talking about, Evolution, the best of the year been doing.
I wouldn't say that, but
it was the best PLE.
The Raw after Evolution was better.
Not what? You didn't watch Evolution.
I missed a part of it, but I did watch the ending of it.
So you missed it. But it kicked off with Becky, Lyra, and Bayley, which had a great opening match, like I knew they would. And Becky Hogan won again.
Becky Hogan?
Yeah, that's what people call her because she wins all the time.
Oh.
But then the second match was Jordan Grace and J.C. Jane for the NXT Women's title. Probably my least favorite match of the night. It just wasn't nothing too special like the rest of the card was. but Blake Monroe turned heel during the match. But then the third match was the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. Again, a really good match. All the teams had time to shine in this match, and Raquel and Roxanne was the deserved winners of this match. But then we had, what was the fourth match? Oh, the fourth match was Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus. This match was like 8 minutes, but in the 8 minutes, they did a really good job to put on a good match. But then the fifth match was Jade Cargill versus Naomi. And this match was carried a lot by the spots in terms of the wrestling. They didn't really wrestle. All they did was go through tables. They hit each other with chairs. They really didn't like go one-on-one, just wrestling wise.
Well, it was a street fight.
Yeah, but usually they wrestle too. But they were just like using.
Well, I think in that point with the rivalry that they've had building up. Rivalry.
See, it don't feel good, does it?
The rivalry that they've had building up between them, they just wanted to hurt each other. So in a street fight, they were, of course, going to use weapons and tables.
Yeah, I know that, but I still enjoyed the match, though. It was still a fun match. But then it was the Women's Battle Royal, which Stephanie Valkyrie won. The right and deserved winner. She is going to beat Naomi at Clash in Paris.
Maybe.
But the Battle Royal was alright. I wish we had like a surprise or two return of like a legend or something, but it is what it is.
Phoenix.
But then the main event, that was the highlight of the night.
Now, I did watch that match.
A top 10 women's wrestling match of all time. Maybe top 5.
Until Naomi had to cash in.
What do you mean?
Because, like you said in yesterday's pod, it seemed like she was going to focus her attention on Tiffany because Naomi was on SmackDown, and so for her to cash in on the Raw Women's Champion just didn't make no sense. She should have continued to focus on Tiffany Stratton.
That did not make no sense.
Because they could have wrote a great story between Naomi and Tiffany Stratton up to SummerSlam. But say at SummerSlam, Nia Jax or another of the women's wrestlers could have fought Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany's fighting Jade. Jade won Queen in the Ring.
Oh yeah, never mind.
I always thought I saw said on a podcast a couple months ago, I think it was, when she won the Money in the Bank. I said she was going to cash in at Evolution, but I thought it was going to be on Tiffany because I thought they were going to set up a triple threat match, which I don't know if Bianca is cleared yet or not to wrestle. So, but I like Naomi cashing on Io and Rhea. I thought it was a very big swerve where I didn't see that coming. When they were out in, like, I think I said this yesterday on the podcast, but when they were outside fighting, I was like, maybe Naomi cashed in, but I was like, nah, she's on SmackDown. She's going to cash on the women's championship instead of the world championship. But
yeah, that's what she could have cashed in at SummerSlam. And then
people already saw that coming.
I think that Rhea Ripley deserves to hold the World Women's Championship because she was undoubtedly one of the greatest women's world champion of the year. Io Sky did absolutely nothing in her title reign.
Though. You see, she got put in a match against Rhea Ripley Evolution and she showed out. And when you give her opponents, then she'll show out, but they don't give her opponent.
She wasn't even on WWE TV for like 2 weeks.
Yes, that's not her fault. She don't book the show.
How is the Raw Women's World Champion not on TV?
I don't know. Ask Triple H.
At least to do a promo or to be there backstage stirring the pot of shit.
But that's not her fault. She can't decide.
Well, actually, never mind. I was going to say never mind because I don't know if it's part of Io Sky's character on TV. Can she really not speak English that well?
I mean, I'm sure. She probably can't be talking straight English because she's not a.
I know, but
she ain't born in America or.
Her and Shinsuke Nakamura, you can never understand their promos.
I can understand Io's promos.
The only thing that I understand about Io Sky is when she goes stupid.
The emote.
But that was Evolution and Saturday night's main event. And while we were on the topic of WWE, me and Landon have played a lot of the WWE wrestling games. I started playing them back in 2007, SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, but we're going to do from 2010 up to now. So I'll start because that's 15 games? Because they've had one every year. So, like I'm saying, we are going to rank all the games from 2010 up to now, which is going to be 15 games apiece. So,
but I'm doing just 2K games.
Yeah, because Landon really started playing WWE around 2K17-ish.
I know of the games. I've played them sometimes, but I don't have enough of memory to rank them, properly.
So I'm going to go from 1 to 15, so from best to worst. Number 1 is SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. One of the greatest wrestling games there is. Because I wish that the newer 2K games still did the Road to WrestleMania. Because those were the funnest things to do.
Cody Rhodes would be really fun to do on the Road to WrestleMania, where he was going up with WrestleMania 40.
But they stopped doing those after, I think, 2013, 2014. And then after that, they just had like showcases and stuff like that. But SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, I did the Road to WrestleMania as John Cena. And I did it as Rey Mysterio. And it was both very fun to do because you actually had an opportunity to go backstage and do things backstage and stuff like that. And I mean,
have you ever seen that thing when it was in 2011 where Rainey and John's backstage and then
he attacked.
Where's John just laying like
John's just laid out. But yeah, so SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 is number 1, and here's a picture of it so y'all know what I'm talking about. Number 2 is WWE 2K19. I have that game right now, but I don't play it because lately I've been playing all the Batman Arkham games, so I haven't played any other game yet. But 2K19 is a very fun game. I do like the universe mode that you can do on there. Create your own shows, create your own rosters, do stuff like that. And I think that's kind of why games transition away from the Road to WrestleMania, so you could do the showcases and the universe mode and stuff like that. But I wish they would bring it back for 2K26. Number 3 is WWE 2K16. Now, 2K16 I played on the Xbox 360, and it was just so much nostalgia for me to play it on a 360 because I grew up playing all the wrestling games on the 360 except for the ones coming up in the list. And the Stone Cold showcase was so fun to do. It was so cool to see how he progressed from the beginning of his career to his final match against The Rock at WrestleMania 23. It was just very fun to do. You got to see everything he achieved in his career, all the titles he won, how many times he Stone Cold stunnered Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon, I believe, has taken more stunners than anybody in the history of the WWE. But that was just cool to see because it would cut to like shots from the actual shows where things happened, and then you would get to recreate, like basically rewrite history in the game. Number 4 is SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 was a good game, but I don't think it was better than 2011. That's all I got to say about that one. Number 5 is WWE 2K18. Now, I played that for a long time, and it is a fun game, but after a while it started glitching, so I stopped playing it. Number 6 is WWE 2K15. John Cena's on the cover of that one, and it was a pretty cool game, but I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites. I probably will never play it again. Number 7 is 2K23. Rey Mysterio is on that one, I believe. Who's on that?
They don't have a cover on it. It's a blank.
Oh no, John Cena's on 2K23. Rey Mysterio's on 24.
22, then 24 is Cody Rhodes.
And Roman Reigns is on. See, he knows more about the 2K games because I really stopped playing after the SmackDown vs. Raw games came out. Next is WWE 2K24, which is number 8. And 2K24, I've only played once. And it was good, but these games are starting to get too realistic, and I kind of raged because I kept getting my ass beat by Roman Reigns. So I kind of stopped playing, and I'll never play it again. Number 9 is WWE 2K17. I believe they flopped with 2K17. 2K17 could have been a very, very good wrestling game, but it just wasn't. Number 10 is WWE 2K14. Again, they flopped on that game. That game could have been a lot better, but the fighting animations and everything they almost felt delayed in that game. Like you would press a button and like a millisecond later. So that's one of the reasons I didn't like that game. Number 11 is 2K22. I played that game once and it glitched. Pretty much from 20 to 24, all the games glitched up to 24. So I only played it once, so I really can't tell you much about that game. Next is WWE 12 that featured Randy Orton on the cover. That game, like I said, was probably the worst WWE game there is. It just wasn't a good game. Again, the fighting style, the animations, and all that were not good. Next is WWE 2K13. CM Punk is on the cover of that game. How was he on 2013? Didn't he leave WWE after 2011?
No, he left in 2014.
Oh. But yeah, CM Punk is on that game. Pretty good game, but again, not one of my favorites. Next is 2K20 at number 14. Again, that game was alright. I think wasn't The Rock on that? No. Who was on 14?
Roman and Becky.
14?
No, 20. That's 20, Benjamin. Number 14 is 2K20.
I told you I had 2K20 on there.
No, you had 2K25, but then you changed
Oh, yeah. Let me scratch that. 2K20, the worst wrestling game of all time. It glitched so bad you couldn't really get into a match because as soon as you did, the game would crash. I bought it brand new from GameStop, went home, downloaded it, played one match, and it crashed. And after that, I never played it again. And my last and final one, the worst wrestling game of all time. WWE All-Stars that came out right after WWE 12 came out. The reason why I didn't like that game is because, one, they made the wrestlers look like pop figures.
That wasn't after 2K12.
Yeah, it was.
Well,
it came out in the same year. Anyway, that game I didn't like because I didn't like the fighting style. It was dumb. You had to like charge up your character like an anime character in order to do your finisher. I didn't really like that game. I will say probably the best character in that game was Rey Mysterio. Booyaka, booyaka. But yep, that is my ranking. So let me know what y'all think. I'm going to have fun editing because I'm going to have to go get all of these games and put a picture up every time I say one. But Landon, take it away.
Alright, so I'm just going to do 2K20 or 2K games because, again, I don't really remember the other games. So number 11, 2K20. Worst game I've ever played. Like ever. Not even just WWE. Probably the worst game ever. It crashed way too much. Glitched way too much. Did everything too much. The only thing good about that game is the roster. But can't even play the roster. They kept glitching. But number 10, 2K17. This game was very, very slow. The action, the roster was pretty good. I believe it was the 2016 roster. No. I don't remember who.
It had to have been the 2016 roster.
But the game was okay at best. For number 9, 2K18. The one thing about this game that puts it so low for me is how slow the gameplay is. Gameplay ain't fun. But number 8, 2K14. This game I probably don't remember as much as the rest of the 2K games. That's probably why it's so low. This was with the Rock covering it.
I think so.
But the roster was very, very small. What?
What do you mean the Rock was small?
I said the roster.
Oh, I swear to God, it sounded like you said Rock.
Number 7, 2K16. This game, pretty fun. Good roster. Had some good gameplay. That's all I can say about that one, Benjamin. Number 6, WWE 2K22. This was the next game after the trash can game 2K20. This reinvented and revived the 2K WWE games. And the Rey Mysterio showcase is really fun. But number 5, 2K15. This was probably one of the first 2K games I think I ever got. I remember playing it a lot.
On the PlayStation.
It's probably the most. Was it? Or was it on the Xbox?
No, it was on a PlayStation. Because you got it for Christmas one year.
Yeah.
And Michael tried to play it, and he got mad at you because you wouldn't let him.
I remember that. I probably did, though. But 2K15 was pretty fun. I kind of like how Benjamin had, I think it was 16, you said was nostalgic. That's kind of how it was 15 is for me. Number 4, though, 2K23. And I think this game got a lot more realistic in terms of gameplay and how it kind of feels like you're actually wrestling. If that makes sense. But a pretty good roster. Cody Rhodes is John Cena's showcase was a lot of fun to do. Number 3, 2K24. This was just kind of like a copycat of what 2K23 was.
That's pretty much all they've been since 22.
Just had a bigger roster, or added people that was on the roster last year to it. Then number 2, 2K25. Again, kind of like 24, but all these games are good though. I enjoy the gameplay. Again, I wish they would just bring back. I wish they could add more stuff to Universe mode. That's the only thing I have about the new games is that there's barely anything in Universe mode. But then number 1, the GOAT of all WWE 2K games, 19. Played the best, has a great roster, and it's just fun. I'm actually doing a Universe at my dad's house on my PS4 about it.
And y'all, I know I said 2011 was my all-time favorite game for WWE. I lied because I just remembered this game. It's not in the 2010s. It was the year before 2010. SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. Greatest wrestling game ever. I actually got to play that game on the 360 about a year ago, and the nostalgic feel of playing that game again, doing the road to WrestleMania. You could either be Triple H, Undertaker, John Cena, CM Punk.
That guy attacked.
Or you could be Rey Mysterio or Batista. You could choose which one you wanted to play. That was actually a co-op thing that they did for 2009. And a funny story about that, there was this one time me and my cousin Cameron went to go do that. And in the road to WrestleMania, of course, there's the Royal Rumble. And Cameron eliminated me from the Royal Rumble, and I got so mad that I threw my controller up and broke the light in the ceiling fan.
Dad beat your butt. Mom beat your butt, didn't she? I remember that.
Because he eliminated me, and I got so mad. But yeah, SmackDown vs. Raw 2009, one of the greatest WWE games out there. So with that being said, let's get on into the rest of the video. Y'all, update on the diet. I know it's been like a month since I've done that. But y'all, I am now down 32 pounds. I started at 456, and now I'm down to like 425-ish. And Landon has lost like, what, 19 pounds?
16 pounds.
16 pounds. I don't know why he's on a diet, because he's nowhere near as fat as I am.
Yeah, but if I keep eating like I did, I would be.
That's why you got to moderate yourself.
I know, that's what I'm doing.
But yeah, so there really is no secret to dieting. At least for me, there's not. I've just cut back on what I was eating. I've become very fond of the Lean Cuisine frozen TV dinners. Yes, they're pretty expensive a piece, but they are so good. I actually bought like 12 of them when we went to the store earlier, because that's usually what I eat. Because when my wife is working, I don't cook that often. I did tonight. I had some steak with mashed potatoes and corn, and that's probably the best meal I've had in a while. Here's a picture of it. Doesn't that look good?
No, don't. I wouldn't eat it.
But so yeah, just a quick little update on the diet. Y'all, this summer has been filled with movies that have came out. Now, this is mainly going to be for Landon because him and my dad have seen a majority of the movies that have came out this summer. I haven't been to the movies in a long time. So, Landon, what would you say has been the best movie of the summer?
Well, I'm going to look at it because I have some in mind, but I don't want to miss any.
Yeah, because like I said, y'all, I have not been to the movies in forever. I actually think the last movie I went and seen in theaters was Wolfman when it came out, and that was a good movie. It was so pretty much the beginning and the end doesn't make any sense. Well, the end does, but the beginning makes no sense. The middle part, the ending, completely dumb.
Alright. So I would say the best summer movie, which I've only watched 2 that really came out this summer, which is Karate Kid Legends and then Megan 2.0. And I would say Megan 2.0 is the best summer movie so far. But I've heard Superman's really good too, though.
Chicken Jockey. That came out in April. That didn't come out.
Plus, that movie's stupid, bro.
That movie's what, bro?
But I think Megan 2 was a lot better than what the first movie was. I mean, a lot better.
Yeah, I want to go see Superman. Superman came out July 11th. To be honest with you, I didn't think they were going to make another Superman movie, but they did. And yeah, so that's what that is. Bro, did you see that Randy Orton wants to play Batman? Could you imagine Randy Orton as Batman? Walking around, I'm Batman.
That guy attacked me.
Commissioner Gordon comes up. What happened, Batman? That guy attacked me. Are you sure? Because he's on the ground. I don't see a scratch on you. Yeah, he attacked me. But, y'all, thank you for coming back to episode 37, hanging out with us again. Again, this video is going to go up at some point tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what time. So stay tuned for that. And, yeah, so thank y'all for coming. And make sure you please hit that subscribe button and the like button. The 2 buttons that are side by side. And also, if you haven't turned on the little bell, this little bell right here, make sure you do that because you'll be notified every time I upload. And with that, we're going to get out of here. So thank y'all for joining, and we'll see y'all in the next one.